Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kalala Yamla Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Reka Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth and who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Akim that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kotas Absayan from GMS Holland branch, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with another lesson, with another video, and Lord willing, this video is edifying. So in this video, I want to go into Revelation 19, verse 10. And it reads, "And I fell," which the I which is speaking here is John the Revelator, "and I fell at his feet to worship him." To worship who? It was an angel, and it reads, "And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai." You see, so John the Revelator, he fell to worship at the angel's feet, but the angel, he said, "I am thou fellow servant." So we are basically the same. We are also servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, just like how the angels are servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Only different is he is in this angelic form, and we are in this cursed body, this corrupt body, you know, like it says in the book of Jude. The angel even called us his brethren. You see, fellow servant and brethren. So this is speaking about, this is Jude 1 verse 6, and it says, "And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he had reserved in everlasting chains or under darkness unto the judgment of the great day." So we are those angels which didn't keep our first estate. Why? Because what did we do? Like it says in Genesis 6, we started to mingle with the seed of men, the daughters of men, with the daughters of men, and we started to weaken the bloodline, you see. So we didn't have our great estate and a great stature like in the beginning, but we started to mingle with the daughters of men, so we became weak. But left their own habitation, he had reserved the everlasting chains on the darkness, and the chains on the darkness, those are these corruptible bodies. Those are the chains of darkness that we're trapped in until the judgment of the great day, when Yahushua comes and he's going to change our body like unto his glorious body. That's when we are going to be set in our glory again, through Yahushua, because Yahushua, he's the one that's going to break that link. Let me see, that's Philippians. This Philippians 3 verse 21. "Who shall change our foul body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself." You see? So when Yahushua comes, our foul body, our corrupt body, these chains on the darkness, they are going to be changed according and going to be fashioned like unto his glorious body. We're going to have extraterrestrial bodies. Why? Because like it also says in the book of Daniel 7, the saints shall take the kingdom. And how are we going to take the kingdom if we are going to be in this weak flesh, in these weak bodies? So we are going to be changed back to our glorious estate, you see. So going back to Revelation 19 verse 10, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai." Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. You see? So the testimony of Yahushai, the thing that we ought to be doing before Yahushua is prophesied, to have the spirit of prophecy. Let me go here. Testimony.
Strong's G 3141, martyria, martyria.
Martyria. And the outline of biblical usage says, testifying, the office committed to prophets of testifying concerning future events. You see? What one testifies testimony before a judge. Strong's definition says, evidence given, record, report, testimony, witness. And the point is, the office committed to prophets of testifying concerning future events, and that's what we are doing. That's what to prophesy means. Pro means before, and phosai means to say. So we say before something happens, and that's the testimony of Yahushua. You see, that's committed unto the servants, the prophets, to do. Even in the time of Moses, you had people prophesying, and then they went to Moses like they were doing something bad, you know, because they weren't of that specific camp. But what did Moses say? Let's go to Numbers 11. Numbers 11, verse 26 until 29, and it says, let me start at 25. This is Numbers 11, verse 25. And the Lord came down in a cloud and spake unto them, so I can speak unto him, and took of the spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied, and they did not cease. But there remained 2 of the men in the camp. The name of one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. And there ran a young man and told Moses and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Nun, servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said, My lord Moses, forbid them. And Moses said unto him, Enviest thou for my sake? You see? So Moses was like, do you envy these men for my sake? You know, do you want everybody to be under me, or, you know, that I have a say in this? No, it's not about Moses. It's where the Most High sends the Spirit to. When the Most High gives a servant the Spirit, and the Spirit rests upon that servant, and he wants to prophesy, then it's of the Most High. The Most High, he created everything. The Most High can set everything in his order the way he wants. So Moses, he spoke correctly. He said, verse 29, And Moses said unto him, Enviest thou for my sake? Would the Most High that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his Spirit upon them. You see? So it's not about Moses, and it's not about dividing and having the most people in your camp or tabernacle, you know, which where tabernacle means tent, doing the works of the Most High. No, the Most High has his ways. The Most High, he has camps all over the world doing his work. You see? So Moses spoke correctly. I'm thinking about exactly, it was 1 Corinthians 3. This is 1 Corinthians 3, verse 4. And it says, for one said, I am of Apollo, and another I am of, for one said, I am of Paul, and another I am of Apollos. Are ye not carnal? You see, so looking at this split, this how you call it? Not split. Yeah, partiality. This dividing. What's the other word of saying it? Yeah, this division. But looking at this division, doesn't that make you carnal? Because the Most High has one Spirit, and He gives everybody a gift, and according unto His Spirit, according unto what the Most High wants. You see. So if you judge the matter like that, are you not carnal? You know that he is Apollos, he's Paul's, he's from the camp of Moses, and he's not from the camp of Moses. No, the Most High sends His Spirit when he wants. So this is verse 5, where it says, who then is Paul and who is Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believed? And in who do you believe? In the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, through His Son. You know, even as the Lord gave to every man, I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. You see? And where's that account? Bear with me for a second. Or was it in the first chapter? This is 1 Corinthians 1, verse 12. Now this I say, that every one of you said, I am of Paul, and I of Apollos, and I of Cephas, and I of Yahushai. Is Yahushai divided? Was Paul crucified for you? Or were ye baptized in the name of Paul? You see? So this whole division, that's not how it's supposed to be. The same thing also in the time of Moses. The division isn't supposed to be there, because it's all to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to Yahweh, to the Most High. You see? Yahushai isn't divided. No, they all do the same work like you do. They all believe the same thing that you believe. So they are also moved in the Spirit to do the same thing that you are doing right now. Looking out for sound doctrine and teaching it. You see? Gone. So going back to Numbers, I already read that, Numbers 1 and 29. So let me jump to 1 Corinthians 14, verse 5. And it reads, 1 Corinthians 14, verse 5. I would that ye all spake with tongues, but rather that ye prophesied. For greater is he that prophesied than he that speaketh with tongues, except he interpret, and the church may receive edifying. You see, so speaking in tongues is a talent, and it's good to have a talent, but if it doesn't edify the church, then what benefit does it have? So it's better to prophesy that the church understands and the church is being built up, because that's what it means to be edified, to be built up. You see? So the spirit of prophecy, that is the most important thing. The Most High wants that all prophesied, that all the people, all the Lord's people prophesied, basically, if it was possible. This is Matthew 9, verse 9 verse 37, and it says, and then Salaka then said he unto the disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. See, so the work that has to be done is a lot, but the laborers are few, the prophets are few, the servants are few. Verse 20, verse 38, pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. So we pray that more servants do this work, so that we get the hell up out of here. You see, so if you see people believing the sound doctrine, and we believe that Great Millstone, GMS, has the 100% truth, and the other people that you see teach the 100% truth according to the sound doctrine of GMS, then what is this whole, division and dividing about? The gates of GMS are already closed, but if somebody is outside of this camp or tabernacle that does teach the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai accordingly, in sound doctrine, then all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, Kalala Yamla Yahweh Shem Shai. That's what the Most High wants, truly. That all the laborers come in and do the work. So let me go back to 2 Timothy 4, verse, what was it? Let me read this real quick. 2 Timothy 4. It's like 2 Timothy 3, verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. You see? You have to hold fast to sound doctrine. That's basically it. If you teach sound doctrine, if you teach in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, then it's all good, man. Then the harvest is going to come, which the harvest is the end of the world, when wickedness is going to be reaped, and all the wickedness is going to be plucked out of this world. You see? But what was that scripture? I think it was that I wanted to count. This is it. 2 Timothy 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. You see? So a lot of them are going to depart from the faith, and they're going to not endure sound doctrine, but they are going to go after their own lust, like Mr. Pegasus, like IUIC, going after their lust. When they have, how you call it, that Rastafarian hair, you see, which is actually a Elamite custom. They go after their own lust, having itching ears. They want to go where it sounds good, where it sounds good to them, according to their will. But it's not that the Most High should adapt onto you. No, it's the other way around. You should adapt to the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, because the ways of this world are crooked. That's why he wants everybody to prophesy. His Lord's people, the Lord wants his people to prophesy, so that the harvest comes, so that the end comes, so that the kingdom of heaven can be established here upon earth. So let me bring this out real quick, and I'm going to close it out on that, because it says sound. They're going to depart from sound doctrine, and the word sound is in the Greek.
Strong's G 5198, Hugiaino. Hugiaino.
Hugiaino, which the outline of biblical usage says to be in good health. And that's what sound doctrine brings. Good health, sound mind, to be in balance, you see? Free from any mixture of error, you see? Sound, pure, straight, upright, good health, no errors, you see? That's what we're striving for. That's what we're teaching. We're learning sound doctrine. It gives us a health unto our bones, like it says in Proverbs 4. You know, that's the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and we also teach that. And we warn our people, because that's the most important thing, like it says in Ezekiel 3 and Ezekiel 33. We have to blow the trumpet, we have to prophesy. And that's what this lesson was all about too, to prophesy. The Most High wants that rather all his people prophesy, you see? So stay up, do the job, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatam. So with that, I hope this video is edifying, and I want to say Kala La Yamla Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Raka Kodash Shalom Akim.